This isn't true for all Christians. It's not true for all religious people. It's true for a lot of them. And it was true for me. And you know, it didn't sound stupid at the time. These Bible verses and doctrines and sermons and touchy-feely platitudes, they sounded enlightened and compassionate and reasonable and thoughtful and deep and profound. Yet the words that came out of my mouth made no sense. They made no sense whatsoever. Here's a great example. I'm sure many of you from religious families get your minds around this one. You get together with a religious family for a meal, but what has to happen before you can enjoy one bite of that meal? You say the prayer or blessing. Where I come from, it's usually something vacuous like this. We say, "Oh Lord, bless this food, nourish it to our bodies and our bodies to your service. Amen." Now, the act of praying on its surface does seem like a laudable act, a generous act. We stop, we reflect, we bow, we give thanks, we give gratitude. If you only go skin deep, this really does seem like a beautiful gesture. Now, this is the type of meal we might say at a special occasion in the Andrews home. Typical stuff, you know, you can see the turkey and you got the stuffing, cranberry, and maybe if you're lucky you finish it off with some pumpkin pie and homemade whipped cream, which in my part of the country we call whipping cream. Let's say this is your meal. For just a second, let's focus on the potatoes, shall we, my friends? Now, the ingredients for mashed potatoes vary depending on the chef, but we can pretty much count on the basics, can we not? If we're to analyze these specific ingredients, the calorie count, the fat, the sodium, the carbs, the carbohydrates, the vitamins, whatever, beforehand, and then we say the blessing over this meal, what measurable change might we see? Are there fewer calories? Oh, I wish it was true. Less sodium? Sorry. More vitamins? Not that we can detect. How is an unblessed potato any different than the blessed potato? Blessed in which religion? By which God or God? By which spirit or spirits? Is there a detectable aura around the potatoes? A divine glow after it's been supplemented supernaturally? What is this blessing? What form does it take? People stop me, religious people stop me right here in my tracks and say, it is such a beautiful thing, this prayer for our food. It's a beautiful gesture. It brings families together. It demonstrates thanks. Thanks to whom? We can all think of instances when someone thanked God for the meal without giving 1 second to the people who planted the food, cultivated the food, harvested the food, transported the food, bought and sold the food, prepared the food, and then cleaned up the mess afterward. The cooks completely ignored from the equation because we're busy giving our gratitude to a ghost. As my friend Aaron Ra likes to say, it's the equivalent of saying, please magically enchant this food, right?